Now at 5 a.m. on WKYT this morning, as the controversy over gay marriage continues, a county clerk is refusing to issue licenses and is now headed to Frankfort later today to ask for an audience with the governor.
Police in Harlan County investigating after they say a woman led them on a chase through Kentucky and Virginia.
And early this morning, the South Carolina House of Representatives voted to remove the Confederate flag from that state's Capitol grounds.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. It's your Thursday. We're glad you're with us on WKYT as we get this day off and rolling here in July, getting well into July now. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Yeah, it really hasn't felt bad at all for July. It's been pretty cool.
Really, that's true, because we've had those sort of cooling showers here and there. But the humidity's up a little bit this morning as well. Here's meteorologist Micah Harris tracking weather for us.
And you'll feel that humidity stepping out the door this morning and seeing it on your windows as you're walking out of your house, too. Just that condensation building because it's actually warmer outside than it is in most of your houses. First Alert Defender live radar. There is the look. And you look back toward the west. Here comes some more rain in the forecast today. 70s out and about, a couple of 60s sprinkled in here and there. Like I said, it's kind of warm as you step out the door. 83 degrees is the call later on this afternoon. A few storms in the forecast, much like what you have felt the past couple of days. Storm chances remain. That's our focus of the forecast because as long as you have a few rumbles of thunder sliding over an already saturated ground, still looks for that flooding threat. And I'll have that coming up with your latest forecast in just about 10 minutes.
Okay, Mike, I'll see you then.
Happening today, the same-sex marriage debate continues as a county clerk heads to Frankfort to request an audience with the governor.
It comes as dozens of clerks have asked the governor to call a special legislative session to discuss the conflict between their religious beliefs and their job duties. WKYT's Mark Barber is live now from the state capitol in Frankfort with the latest on this. Mark, which clerk is going to be headed to Frankfort there today?
Good morning, Bill. That clerk is Kay Swartz, the Whitley County clerk. She says she's going to head here to Frankfort today to try and meet with Governor Steve Beshear to discuss how her job duties of issuing marriage licenses goes against her personal beliefs in this entire case here. Now, Swartz is one of 57 county clerks who have sent a letter to the governor asking him to call a special session. According to the Lawrence County clerk, they are asking for the state legislator to address the Supreme Court's decision to legalize same-sex marriage. It is the job of county clerks to issue marriage licenses, but now many are saying that job, issuing marriage licenses to all couples, violates their belief that marriage is between a man and a woman. This has already led to at least one lawsuit. The ACLU is suing the Rowan County clerk who has refused to sign all marriage licenses. In Casey County, the clerk is asking if there's any way to get around the conflict between religious rights and obeying the law. He is asking if the process to get a marriage license can be moved online. Now, this is not the first time this week that Governor Steve Beshear has been asked to call a special session. We will have much more on that and his answer coming up on WKYT News at 5:30. Live in Frankfort, Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, thanks so much, Mark. After recent storms, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is taking steps to prevent flooding at Wolf Creek Dam. Parts of the Ohio and Mississippi rivers are now at flood stage, so the Corps says it has significantly reduced the amount of water it releases from Wolf Creek Dam and other dams along the Cumberland River to lessen the flood risk. The Cumberland River flows into the Ohio River in western Kentucky.
Police are looking for a driver who they say ran off after causing a car crash that injured two of his passengers. That happened late Monday afternoon on Highway 229 in Laurel County. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office says the driver of a Dodge Neon lost control, causing the car to run off of the road, then go up an embankment and eventually hit a tree. Deputies say one passenger, 18-year-old Miranda Lawson, was thrown from the car, and she had to be airlifted to a Tennessee hospital. They say a second passenger was injured as well. Deputies say the driver will face charges when caught. An unusual police chase stretched from eastern Kentucky all the way into Virginia. This is eyewitness video from someone who watched the chase. Police say a woman driving a budget rental truck led them on a 40-mile chase from Harlan to Duffield, Virginia yesterday. At one point, police say the truck hit a sheriff's deputy's cruiser. No one was hurt in all of that. Police have not said why they were chasing the woman. They arrested her and her passenger after the chase.
The president of a Lexington-based health company has agreed to pay the federal government $1 million in a settlement. That's according to our partners at the Lexington Herald Leader. Nurses Registry is a company that provides home health services to patients. Vicki House, the president of the company, is accused of giving compensation to doctors who referred patients to her company. The settlement only resolves the government's claims against House. Other allegations of Medicare fraud and kickbacks will be handled in a trial slated for next month in Lexington.
Well, new from overnight, the South Carolina House of Representatives has approved a bill to remove the Confederate flag from the state capitol grounds.
This movement comes after 9 people were gunned down in a Charleston church during a Bible study. WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain is at the live desk with more on our continuing coverage. Michelle, what is the next step in taking down that flag?
You know, this was a historic night in South Carolina, and the House will finalize amendments in the legislation, and the bill could be sent to the governor's desk as early as today, meaning the Confederate flag could be brought down as early as Friday from the Capitol grounds in South Carolina. After an emotional debate, the State House finally voted in the wee hours of the morning a 94-20 vote for the flag's removal. There were a handful of lawmakers fighting to keep the flag standing by trying to add amendments to the bill. This adding to the long debate that lasted over 12 hours. The Confederate flag has flown on Capitol grounds in South Carolina for 54 years. Governor Nikki Haley said it's a new day in South Carolina, a new day we can all be proud of. Guys, back to you.
All right, thanks so much. New this morning, dozens of coal mine employees in eastern Kentucky have been notified they'll be laid off soon. More than 100 employees in Harlan and in Letcher counties were told of the layoffs yesterday. That's according to our partners at the Herald Leader. The 4 mines affected belong to Alpha Natural Resources. The company says it plans to sell the mines. Layoff notices were also sent to several of its facilities in neighboring Virginia.
Coming up on 5:07 on WKYT, and despite some wet weather, the Creation Ichthus Festival has kicked off at the Kentucky Horse Park. Now, it's billed as one of the nation's largest Christian music festivals, and this is the first time in 3 years the festival has been held. Organizers say they have something for everyone.
And so we're excited to be able to produce an event for the whole family, with children, with adults, with teenagers. We have events for tweens, as well as late night shows with movies, as well as all kind of dance parties and such as well.
The festival continues through the weekend. Organizers say they do have a storm plan set up with a place to send people to go if storms do become dangerous in the area.
An Anderson County family has won a national contest, and now their home is about to receive a makeover. The Wakefield family won $50,000 from the HGTV show Fixer Upper, which stars Chip and Joanna Gaines. The family already making plans about how they want to change their home.
I'm going to buy new appliances, and we will finish the addition that we're working on. Well, it's a restoration kind of thing. We got started on it, and we have to go very slowly because we have to pay as you go type of thing. Now we'll be able to finish that.
The Wakefield family tells us their home is about 100 years old.